Chachi and the bitterbug. In the lush, colorful world of Garden Glen, every creature played a part in creating a symphony of sounds and sight. One of these creatures was a cheerful ladybug named Chachi, whose laughter and joy were as bright as sunlight, warming everyone around her. Chachi believed that a smile or a kind word could brighten even the cloudiest day, and she loved sharing this happiness with her garden friends. One cool morning, a new bug named Bram arrived in Garden Glen. Bram was a beetle with a shell as tough as his attitude. Unlike Chachi, Bram never smiled. He trudged through the garden, always muttering about how the sun was too bright or the flowers too vivid. His grumpy mood seemed to cast a shadow over the garden's usual brightness. As the other bugs started to steer clear of Bram, whispering about the gloom that clung to him, Chachi saw an opportunity to help rather than a reason to avoid him. She believed that Bram needed a friend more than anything, and she decided she would be that friend. One day, as Bram sat alone under a leaf, grumbling about how the morning dew made his feet wet and cold, Chachi approached him with her best smile.
Hello, Bram. Isn't it a beautiful day? I love how the dew makes the whole garden sparkle,
Chachi said cheerfully.
It's just water. Makes my feet wet and cold. Nothing beautiful about that.
Bram replied gruffly. Chachi's smile didn't fade.
Maybe so, but without the water, the flowers wouldn't bloom as beautifully. Every little drop adds to the garden's beauty. And just like the water, every bug in this garden, including you, adds something special too.
Chachi then invited Bram to join her on a tour of Garden Glen, hoping to show him the beauty and community he was now a part of. Reluctantly, Bram agreed and followed Chachi. As they walked, they came across a group of butterflies fluttering in the sunlight.
Look, Bram! See how they dance? Their movement helps spread pollen to grow more flowers. Isn't that wonderful?
Chachi exclaimed.
They're just fluttering around. Seems like a lot of effort for nothing.
Bram scoffed, looking away. Chachi gently nudged him.
Maybe it seems like that, but their fluttering has a purpose. It brings life to the garden, much like every small act of kindness brings joy to those around us.
Next, they saw a group of ants struggling with a large seed. Chachi didn't hesitate to help, and she encouraged Bram to join in. Bram watched at first, skeptical, but eventually he lent a hand. To his surprise, helping felt good.
Yeah! Thank you. Strong new, very serious-looking beetle.
Especially when the ants cheered in thanks.
Why bother with something so small?
A hint of curiosity in his tone.
It's not just a seed, Bram. It's the start of a new flower, new life. Helping out isn't just about the task. It's about what it leads to. We all rely on each other here.
Chachi explained with a warm smile. They continued to a patch of the garden overrun with weeds. Chachi handed Bram a tiny trowel.
This might look like just weeds, but taking care of this helps the whole garden thrive. It's tough work, but it's so rewarding.
As they worked together to clear the weeds, Chachi shared stories of past garden adventures, showing Bram the value of community and teamwork. As they finished, Bram couldn't help but feel proud of the clear, beautiful space they had created together. Their final stop was a meadow, buzzing with life from all the garden's creatures.
You see, Bram,
Chachi said, gesturing around.
This garden isn't just a place of beauty. It's a community, and now you're part of it too.
Looking over the meadow, Bram felt a warmth he hadn't expected. The beauty of the moment, coupled with the satisfaction of a hard day's work, softened his heart.
You know, Chachi, I think I'm beginning to see the garden the way you do.
Yeah!
It's more than just tasks. It's about being together, working side by side.
Bram said, a genuine smile slowly forming.
That's right, Bram. And every time you lend a hand or share a smile, you make our garden a better place.
Chachi replied, her mission accomplished. Walking back through the garden, Bram no longer saw just chores but opportunities for connection. And for the first time since he arrived, he laughed. A deep, joyful sound that mingled perfectly with Chachi's laughter under the evening stars. In the days that followed, Bram found himself enjoying the garden activities, even joining in the snail's slow race and laughing along with the young caterpillars. His transformation from the bitterbug to Bram the bright beetle became a favorite story in Garden Glen, all thanks to a little ladybug.